heaven?
No. It's Iowa.
Eric, Kevin, glad to be here on Sports Talk 101. I just wanted to say I'm sick and tired of all these stupid lutefisk eating Vikings fans talking shit about how good J.J. McCarthy is, how he's going to throw for 5,000 yards and 60 touchdowns and have the best season ever. Got news for you. Packers just got Micah Parsons, baby. Can't throw the ball to Justin Jefferson when you're lying on the ground crying, crawling back to Ann Arbor, dreaming of the days when you were in college. Just walleye munching, fat summit drinking chumps. So I just want to invite you guys to come on over to the dark side. Come on down to Green Bay. Come to Larry Legends. We're going to watch the game. Have some spotted cow. Just come on over. You can finally feel what winning's like instead of being just losers for the rest of your goddamn lives. Come on over. Know you want to.
Ben, is that tissues and lotion sitting by you?
I just have really dry skin. And no, that wasn't my mom you just heard either. We're talking big fan on the Pot of Dreams.
Game day. Game day. Here we go. Let's get our seats.
Touchdown! Yeah! That is the exclamation point.
Hello?
It's $5.
Yeah, have fun in your box.
I can't tell you how sick I am. I can't tell you how sick I am.
Here comes the dog on Sports Radio 760.
Let's go to my boy Paul in Staten Island. He always brings the leverage.
Hey, Sports Dog. I can't tell you how sick I am of all these bozos. Quantrell Bishop was in your face all day long, hitting a receipt. Do you mind?
Yes, I do.
Go to bed, Mom. Right there. Quantrell Bishop! God, I wish I brought a Sharpie. What's he gonna sign? Who cares? Let's go.
We really wanted to just meet you, Mr. Bishop.
We came all the way from Staten Island.
You following us or something? No, we just...
How long have I been here?
3 days.
What was the score?
How do you get a concussion when you got no brains? What this animal did to you, he's got to pay.
How much time could he get?
Maybe 3 to 5. Tell us everything that happened, and then we nail Quantrell.
Quantrell Bishop will not be eligible to play.
I think maybe I got amnesia.
Yeah, sounds like you have amnesia.
Colts got beat up by his favorite player, and now he's suing him for $77 million.
Lots of people get beat up every day. I don't see you out there suing for them.
And none of them are my brother.
I'm not going to let you do
$1 million after I wipe my...
You're a sick boy, you know that, Paul? You need help.
And you need 6,000 egg rolls to put all that stuff on.
There's basic stuff every person needs.
Okay.
Family, children.
No, I don't want it. I don't want it.
Where you going? Paul.
It's going to be a great year.
Hello, everybody. If you listen, we will pod. This is the Pod of Dreams. I'm Ben, sort of hosting today, along with Kevin and Eric. How are you fellas doing?
I'm angry. I'm angry at your Micah Parsons rant.
Oh, yeah? You worried?
How dare you?
We've got Darisaw and O'Neal. I mean, come on.
Are those the offensive linemen that you just named?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, take that.
What are you going to do about that, Ben?
I mean, nothing, because I don't actually care about the Packers. I mean, I'll probably watch. Michael Parsons probably still does a pretty good job getting to the quarterback, because I think he's really good. But, maybe the Vikings.
Good, though? Oof.
Oh, it's an all-in move for the Packers, right? The Packers definitely moved their chips into 2025. They're like, put it all on 2025.
Actually, I like that move. It's a thing I wish the Vikings would do something like that.
Yeah, I mean they're trying to win a Super Bowl this year. Clearly, yeah. Long term, it'll hurt. Well, yeah, it's a lot of capital and they're paying a shitload of money, but he's like a Hall of Fame player in their prime. Like,
right.
Tough to get that.
Worked with Reggie White.
Sure. Yeah, he's been really consistent. But anyway, we're already in football talk, and really we're talking about big fan a movie about football fans. Movie came out in 2009. I picked it. Obviously, football season is upon us. In 2 days, the Cowboys will be playing the Eagles. The NFL season will be coming along. This is a movie I really like. There's a lot going on in it. But, it's football season, excuse to revisit. I haven't seen it probably in 15 years. It's a movie I think about from time to time. I thought this would be a good chance to chat about it. And neither one of you have seen this movie before. You watched part of it, Kevin, I think.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've seen the ending only. So I had that going for me.
Okay.
But no, I hadn't watched most of this movie.
And Eric, how much did
I hadn't even heard
this
of it.
Movie? Okay.
I hadn't even heard of it before you picked
So you weren't even aware of its existence.
Wasn't
and
even
that's one
aware
of the
that
things.
it existed. No.
It's a movie I wish more people had seen. Nobody saw it. It was well regarded, but absolutely nobody saw it. I mean, it only cost $5 million and made, like $500,000. It was a big loss, even though it's a small price tag. But I mean, it's rare we get Patton Oswalt in a live action dramatic performance, and I think he's really great in the role. But he just doesn't have a lot of these just like straight acting performances. But there's something going on with how fandom works, and I think it just really hits the spot. But Eric, our protagonist sucks. He's not cool. He's not fun. He's not charming. He makes maddening decisions. So how much did you hate this movie?
I hated everything about it, to be honest with you. I swear to God, his character is probably one of the most frustrating movie characters I can ever remember. Everything he does, every decision he makes is infuriating.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I mean, the whole plot of the movie is about the most infuriating thing he could do, because he's just an absolute loser, completely worthless human being.
Yep.
And I did not enjoy anything about this movie. Really hated it.
So, did you think Patton Oswalt played a convincing loser? Like you were convinced? No.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure there are people like this, and so in that way, it's reflecting reality. I cannot imagine a situation where someone would make those decisions, but I guess it's possible. I don't know. I mean, to do what he did in this movie is just unforgivable.
Gets beaten up by his Quantrill Bishop.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Micah Parsons basically beats the shit out of him.
So just to cover, Patton Oswalt plays this guy, lives at home with his mom. He's in his mid-30s, and he's obsessed with the Giants. He has a shitty job as a parking lot attendant. He really doesn't have anything going for himself, but he's just obsessed with the Giants. But he's such a loser. He doesn't watch them on the TV. He can't afford to go to the games, so he sits in the parking lot with
just to be close to the stadium.
That was a funny beat. Because he and his buddy were like, "Well, we got to go to our seats." And then
it was
they
the only sort of giggle I had in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
you think he's going to the game.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they're just the only people still in the parking lot after the game's being played.
Still tailgating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very lame. But obsessed, his favorite player is the linebacker named Quantrill Bishop, played by Jonathan Hamm.
There's a poster above his bed.
Yeah, it's pathetic.
Of this guy.
Decked out in his childhood bedroom.
35-year-old man.
With Giant stuff. Yeah, oh yeah. Totally decked out.
Absolutely pathetic. Like
correct. Yes, he's supposed to be
disgustingly pathetic. Yeah.
This is the whole point of the movie. This is not he's not made to look heroic. The movie isn't like this guy's great and you should emulate him at all. He's clearly like just in a weird delusional state to all sorts of stuff is going on with him psychologically. But he sees Quantrill Bishop at a gas station, and instead of just going up to him and trying to get a selfie or saying hi, he and his dopey buddy Saul, played by Kevin Corrigan, he reminded me of that guy from now I can't think of the movie you watched, black and white 80s movie.
Oh,
Eddie, the guys that play cars.
Stranger Than Fiction or Stranger Than Paradise.
Stranger Than Paradise. Yeah, the dopey buddy in that reminded me of Kevin Corrigan's character in this, because he just kind of goes along and I guess sort of idolizes Paul from Staten Island. But yeah, they follow this guy. He takes a side tour through the hood where he buys drugs, and then he goes to a strip club. And these guys are like, "There's no fucking parking in Manhattan," which, you know, I haven't been to Manhattan, but I assume parking is a big pain in the ass. Like, I don't know, that seems like one of the most famous things about Manhattan is that it's a pain in the ass to park. And they go for a parking lot, they park in a ramp, they go to a strip club very awkwardly, and they buy him a drink. It's so stupid. They don't know how to approach him. But anyway, eventually they just walk up, tell the guy, "Hey, we're big fans." And then they tell him that they saw him make a little stop in the hood, and he freaks out and beats the ever-loving piss out of Patton Oswalt character, Paul.
Within an inch of his life. Like,
correct,
he's
yeah.
concussed,
unconscious for 3 days straight.
hospitalized.
Like, he wakes up 3 days later.
Almost kills him.
Right.
And the reason was because he thought he saw the drug deal that he made.
We thought he was following him. Like, why are you following me? Yeah, he was just got suspicious
creepy.
of it.
Yeah.
Just because his one buddy was like, "Dude, he's just a fan. Like, let it go." And then he just kind of went off the rails and beat the piss out of him.
Yeah, had a little roid rage. But yeah, I mean, unconscious. And the first thing when he wakes up is he's worried about how the Giants did. Like, that's his biggest concern.
He missed the game because he was unconscious.
Knowing that a guy on the Giants just kicked the shit out of him. Like, he knows that fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pathetic.
It is. It's very pathetic.
And his brother's injury attorney, slip and fall guy.
Yep. Yeah, and it's like, we got to sue him, and he's like, I don't want to do that.
Well, no,
doesn't want to
talk to the police are investigating. Like, tell us what happened. AI, so they don't have security cameras at the fucking strip club? Like, of course they do. Like, what the fuck? They would pull the security footage and it's done. Like, there's no need for anything else. But that's a sidebar. That's a complaint I had with the movie. But also, yeah, like, he won't talk to the cops, won't tell them what happened because he has a thought. He's like, well, because he finds out that the dude was suspended because he was involved in this fight. So he must have been arrested. I guess
at least taken in for questioning. The cops talked to everybody else. We know that they tried to talk to everybody else, and everybody's like, I was in the bathroom, I didn't see what happened, whatever.
Right.
Like,
but he must have been arrested. Well, you know, the ambulance came or whatever. Like, so he's suspended for a game for like indefinitely, right? While they investigate what happened. While the
investigation's pending, right? Yes.
Right.
And that hurts the Giants' chances.
Right, because he's their best. He's like a linebacker or a defensive player or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
linebacker. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's their Micah Parsons.
Right.
Yeah, and his brother wants to sue, but Patton Oswalt doesn't want to do any of that stuff.
The crux of the movie is Patton Oswalt's making this. He makes an internal decision, like, oh, if I tell the cops, then this guy won't play, and that'll hurt the team. And so I'll take one for the team to, like, not say anything, say I forgot, say it didn't happen, like, you know, lie about it, so this guy doesn't lose his playing time, so our team doesn't lose. Like, there is not a more frustrating scenario in a movie I can remember. I'm just like, you fucking idiot. Like, I hate everything about you that you would make this decision. There's nothing redeeming about
He's
you.
a big fan.
That's not a big fan. That's just, it's beyond that. It's...
Yeah, well, he's... Okay.
This movie tries to be Taxi Driver, but with, like, you know, basically a football fan.
Sure, there is Taxi Driver, King of Comedy, like Scorsese bits of that in this movie for sure. The big turn though is that he's so dedicated to the Giants as an organization, as an entity. He doesn't care about his own well-being. I mean, he could get life-changing money. He easily could get a shitload of life-changing money.
He could sue them without having any impact on the Giants or his playing time.
But it would hurt his psychology as a fan, right? He can't be a good fan and sue the star player of the Giants.
But that doesn't make any sense. Literally, it's nonsensical.
It's not nonsensical. It's cognitive dissonance. All loving the Giants so much that anything you think might have any adverse impact, and it'd be tough. And this is maybe a lawyer question I can't answer.
Yeah.
So let's say I sue you. And I know it's different evidentiary standards, and I get, well, he'd probably settle is what he'd do. I mean, honestly.
He would just write a check. It wouldn't be a lawsuit. You just write a letter and say, pay me $200 million, not 200, but pay me $50 million.
Maybe 77 is what they go for in the movie.
Right.
Because eventually his brother files one on his behalf.
He would just write a check. Yeah. He said, otherwise I'll go.
But
public.
he feels like taking money from his star play, like psychological. I'm not saying it's logical because it's not logical. You're right that it's not logical. You can attack the logic, but this is about like cult behavior.
It's bad writing. It's bad writing.
It's not bad writing. I totally disagree because it's not. It's about this devotion to a cause. It's like
it's a character choice.
Like
the not wanting him to go to jail makes sense. That makes sense within the character, right? You wouldn't want him to go to jail because you wouldn't want him to hurt the team. Him just paying you his money doesn't make any sense at all. That's not hurting the team. It's not hurting him at all.
Would you want to sue the cult leader? Would you?
You could make an argument it would help him because it would put all the stress behind him by just paying him off. But by not saying anything and by not suing him, you're dragging it on. This guy's probably going to be stressed out about it for weeks.
Well, that's
months.
why he told the cops he wanted to put a pin in it, and then that's also why he tried to call the show because they don't know how to stop a lawsuit, right? His brother's the lawyer, and he files a lawsuit, and he's like, "Can I use your internet?" And they have to Google how to stop a lawsuit because he doesn't know how to do anything about it because his brother's filing on his behalf because his brother's like, you're too stupid for your own good. I'm just going to file the lawsuit. He is correct.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know how to stop it.
He should be committed.
He is in a cult. He has put himself in a giant worshiping cult and feels like suing the star player would be bad form. And I understand you don't agree with it logically. I don't agree with it logically. If a star player on a team beats the shit out of me for no good reason and I can get a bunch of money, sure, there'd be a lawsuit and I'd get the check and move on. Most people would. Although most people wouldn't follow a guy. Anyway, I mean, it's a weird cascading effect. He's in a cult. He's put himself in this cult where he worships at the altar of the Giants, so much so that he cannot bring himself to, he can't be a member of the congregation and sue one of the key church officials. That's the same psychological logic. It's not logical. It doesn't make sense. You're right. He could get a settlement. Quantrell Bishop could be back playing. He could have his money and still cheer for the Giants. Obviously, he definitely could. But he doesn't think that way because he thinks he's pure emotionally. It's just part of his psychology that makes him unable to interact with the world. It's bizarre. I mean,
that's the only way he interacts with the world is through Giants talk.
Yeah.
In fact, on the radio, this one guy, Philly Phil, calls in and harasses.
Michael Rappaport.
Yeah, who's great.
Oh, I think he is perfect in the role.
Yeah, perfect casting. Who riles up the Giants fans, and that really ticks him off. And he calls in to give his 2 cents, and it's all about how great the Giants are. His rants.
Yeah, and it's delusional stuff. I mean, it's not even like based on logic or even the realities of football. It's just I believe my team's going to win, and based on ad hoc rationalizations. It's not like real football analysis whatsoever. But his life sucks, and he has opportunities to make it suck less. Right? He's got a brother-in-law that offers him a job at some Costco knockoff, whatever it is, right? He has an opportunity to get better jobs. He could get enough money to move out of his mom's house. I mean, it's part of how pathetic he is. He's calling on his mom's phone.
He's a dick to his mom, too. He's like such an asshole to her.
He's an asshole to everybody. He's an asshole to absolutely everybody.
Worthless character.
He's not worthless, but I get you don't like him. He's not likable. I don't like him either. I don't like this movie because I think he's a fun guy that I want to hang out with. I don't want to go sit in a parking lot and listen to the Giants games with him. I think he's an interesting character, not a likable one. I understand that doesn't exist for you.
A little bit.
What?
Sounds like you relate to him a little bit.
You make all the jokes about how I'm too obsessed with football you want. And he was like, Eric's going to make a bunch of these. You like football too much. I like football the right amount. Everybody else who doesn't like it is more than me. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm not ruining my life by following a football player. And I'm actually able to relate to people outside of Giants. And just him breathlessly writing that prose, it's just inane crap. But he spends time sweating away like he's some fucking poet, like, you know, writing out his inane stuff. And he waits till 1:30 in the morning or 1 in the morning to call in to have a pissing match with the other psychos.
He could have probably gotten
Life-changing money.
No, not just life-changing money. He could have gotten like, season tickets inside the locker room. Like, he could have gotten so much access to the thing he loves, like owner's box, conversation with the GM. He could have gotten like anything he wanted to help fulfill his dream as a Giants fan. If he had just not been such an idiot and asked for it. That's what I'm saying. The logic doesn't make sense. If he thought enough about like, oh, wait, hold on. If I do this, it's going to hurt the team. But he never thought to take the second step as like, how could I be more involved in the team? If all I have to do is write a letter, you don't think the owner of the team is going to help me out here because I could throw his guy in jail? He could have blackmailed the shit out of the team.
Yeah, but he doesn't think duplicitously. I mean, he doesn't think about what could the Giants get for him. He thinks, what can he do for the Giants? It's his job to support the team. That's what being a fan is, in his deranged mind. Yeah, you're right. There's lots of everything. He did the exact wrong thing. Everything about you talked about his infuriating choices is correct. He's a dick to his mom who takes care of him. He's a dick to his he's a dick to absolutely everybody. He's really shitty, and he makes the wrong choice, the exact wrong choice every step of the way. That's the point. That's not an accident. Yeah, he could have. There are tons of better approaches he could have taken. That? It's a deconstruct. Nothing that's going to appeal to you because he's not a cool, fun character.
Serious. What's the point of him being that big of an idiot and an asshole? That's how obsessed fans are. They're all assholes.
It's about cult behavior. It's about tribalism. It is about being so devoted to a cause that you lose any self-worth outside of devotion to that cause. That's what I think. I get that doesn't make the movie more enjoyable for you, Eric. It doesn't make it appealing, doesn't make it more fun for you to watch. It's absolutely, it's exaggerated to a certain extent, although not that much. Yeah, he makes these aggressively stupid decisions because he's so devoted. He's like, it's like Travis Bickle, but absolutely loved the Giants more than he loved anything else. It could be a cult. It could be the Mormon Church. It could be some other random cult. It could be the Republican Party or the Democrat Party. It could be anything. It's just devotion to this tribe, this cause above all else. It is like a religious devotion he has to the Giants to the extent of everything else. And it's this feedback loop where as his life gets shitter, he devotes himself more to the Giants, and as he devotes himself more to the Giants, life gets shittier. And he acts like he has a career and he's doing good stuff. He's done nothing. He just works the night shift at a parking lot where like 6 people come a night. He is in a cult, is what this is. This is a religious devotion to the point of self-destruction, basically. I understand that's not a fun movie for you. That idea doesn't appeal to you.
More into it than
I disagree. You don't like reading into movies. You don't like deconstructing. You don't like thinking about deeper themes. That's not your thing. That's fine, man. I was watching this and like, well, Eric's gonna hate it. Kevin's gonna think it was mid to decent, and then I'm gonna love it. Well, it's just sometimes I just get stuck where I can't only do certain kinds of movies that appeal. I have to do movies that interest me on a deeper level, and then I get told, "Oh, you're just making this stuff up." I think that's exactly what this movie is going for: is this psychotic, cult-like devotion to the Giants. In this case, it's in the context of sports fan, but it could be anything. It could be Star Wars. You could be devoted to Star Wars and ruining your life because you're anything. This is all about somebody in a cult. It just happens to be sports fans. Anyway, I mean, this movie has some funny bits. It's not really a comedy. But I love one of my favorite lines is when he pathetically shouts, "I don't like root beer." I don't know how to describe it. It's one of the most pathetic and silly things I've ever heard. When Sal is trying to tell him to not drink yellow soda for whatever reason, and says, "You should try root beer. It's really good. You should try it." I don't like root beer. It's one of my favorite lines. It's so sad and pathetic.
I think I'm not a big Patton Oswalt fan is the other problem I have with this movie.
Well, add him to the list.
Never really found him funny. I don't think he's an especially good actor.
Oh, I disagree. I thought
he's good in this movie.
I thought he was really good in this movie.
As a pouty man, baby.
He's supposed to be a pouty. This is one of those weird spots you have where like somebody plays somebody who's supposed to be shitty, and they do a good job of playing somebody shitty, and then you're like, this guy was kind of shitty. I yes, he captured the essence of the character in the movie, I think, perfectly. You can say that's not worthwhile. You hate the character, fine, but I think he actually embodied it perfectly. Absolutely perfectly.
When I was like, okay, this movie's doing something, is when he traps Rappaport in the bathroom at the bar. I'm like, okay, something interesting is going to happen here. He's going to lose his mind, and he pulls the gun. I'm like, yes, okay, let's go. Like, something interesting. He's losing, like, he's detached from reality to the point where he's going to kill this guy because he was making fun of his team. And then he shoots him with fucking paintball bullets just to like, oh, look, now you're covered in fucking Giants colors. Like, and I was just like, all right, fuck this movie.
You'd like it better if he killed the guy.
Yes,
that would have made it better for you.
At least that would have been interesting. Yes.
Okay.
That he like became so obsessed. Like, that's the thing what makes Taxi Driver so good is like he starts to like leave reality into his own world, his own self-obsessed world, where he's, you know, gonna start killing people to fill out this whatever hero complex that he has. Like in this movie, I thought we were going there. I was like, okay, this is Taxi Driver, let's go. And then he just shoots him with fucking paintball bullets and does this stupid little thing and then goes to jail. I was like, all right, yeah, no thanks.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sorry that I didn't like it.
You don't need to apologize, Eric.
You didn't make the movie, Ben.
I'm like, no, but it's like we just get into these spots because I'm like 85 to 90% of the time I'm pretty accurate with what your reaction's going to be. It's just like you're like, I want the chicken nuggets, and if it's not the chicken nuggets, it can't be too far away from the chicken nuggets. There are very few movies.
You did like Tree of Life. All Tree of Life was analyzing major big themes and stuff like that. You hated that movie. You didn't like anything about it, you didn't enjoy it.
Oh no, I didn't enjoy the voiceover. Was and then we're whispering about the pine trees in the wind and the tickling in our balls. That stuff I didn't like. It's super well shot. We nothing to really. It's fine. It's just like there are very few movies with like a shitty protagonist that you like. You just the second protagonist is a freak, a loser.
I didn't find him interesting. Did you think he was an interesting person? He was a single note character. All he did was care about the Giants. You could anticipate everything he's going to do because he's going to, like you said, he's going to do the opposite of what he should be doing. He's going to make idiotic choices. I didn't find him interesting at all. There's nothing redeeming about his character.
He's not redeeming, but that's the thing. I don't need characters to be redeeming. Always. I
find that very hard to watch an entire movie about.
I know you do. I know you do.
Who's
just shitty the whole way through.
Sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know you do. That's okay, man.
I struggle with that.
I know that. And as I was watching this, is like, as much as I'm enjoying this, Eric's gonna hate it because this guy just sucks.
I think a smarter writer puts more in there so you can kind of identify with him. You can kind of make sense of his choices, and they didn't do that. And that's
you don't need to make sense of his choices. I don't.
I think a smarter writer could have done that, and then you could have actually, you know, some of the things he does, you could understand it. You're like, okay, I mean, if I'm putting myself in his shoes, like I get why he'd make like the not wanting him to go to jail, like that was an interesting choice, right? Because for him, it's a Sophie's choice. Like, do I? If he goes to jail, it's going to hurt my team, but it's the right thing to do because he beat me up, and he has to make this choice. I found that interesting. That not suing him, taking his money, is not interesting at all. That's just idiotic. That's bad writing.
I disagree. I didn't need to relate to him to understand his perverted logic, and I don't need to find a way into every character. He interested me a lot. For all the reasons you found him repugnant, I found him interesting because I don't think he's that far off from a lot of humans in the world right now. That have, it's exaggerated and heightened, like 15-20% over the average person. I think most people, the vast majority, even devoted fans, would sue if their favorite player beat the piss out of them. Sure, that's where it goes to cuckoo la la land, but this is really just heightening the reality of what a lot of people's lives are like that are obsessive, not just with sports, all sorts of stuff. It's not just,
Kevin,
it isn't just about football.
Question for you. Is there anybody like celebrity that could like harm you in a way where you'd like let it go because you're like, I don't. Sydney Sweeney hits you with her car and she's like, you know, hey, don't sue me, Kevin. Like, we'll go on a date, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, maybe not. But like, is there a situation that you could imagine where you just like, I'll let it go?
Donald Trump.
If Trump hit you with his golf cart, you're like, all right,
I'd walk away.
Godspeed, sir.
That's right.
Yeah, most people.
No, of course not. I mean, I'm a reasonable human being.
But not everybody is that reasonable, and there are a lot of lunatics and people who put a lot of their lives in devotion to various causes.
It's the cognitive dissonance that I found interesting.
There are Trump supporters that literally would probably not care if Trump did something horrible to them and their family. By the way, like if we want to talk about something else, I think Trump could do something awful and they'd say, well, I'm just going to accept this because it's my job as a citizen and as a member of the MAGA movement to support Trump, that he could shoot somebody. Like that absolutely exists. Even people like this definitely exist in the political realm, especially. Less so probably in sports, but there are absolutely people who would let something horrible happen to them and then not do retribution because they think it'd be bad for themselves or it'd look tacky or whatever. I mean, there are also people who do come to different conclusions and have different wiring than me, than you. And that's interesting to me. I don't need somebody that like, oh, I can understand the logic of what you're doing. Because he doesn't make a single decision that I would make. I wouldn't want to work as a parking lot attendant and live with my mom and listen to Giants games every Sunday. That wouldn't what I want to do. But seeing that was interesting to me. Sure. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been to an Iowa football game in like 5 years. So 4 years maybe.
He didn't go to any games either.
I haven't been to the parking lot of Kinnick in
I have
4 years. Okay. Well, maybe you're a little psychotically depressed, but I don't need the redemption. I don't need to necessarily relate. I understood on an intellectual level why he was doing what he was doing, even if I think he's insane, because he clearly is. He's retreated into this Giants-oriented, delusion, and he doesn't escape it. He's in it literally the whole time, even when he goes to jail, right, for his stupid prank or whatever. We see Saul come in, put up the newspaper, show him the schedule, and what does he do? Unironically goes 13-3. Actually, no, they're going to win convince himself that they're going to go 15-1. Looking at the schedule. And it doesn't matter what that schedule would have said. They would have come to that same conclusion. There's no arrangement of teams where they wouldn't have convinced themselves that they were going 15-1. Just sit right back in the delusion. Unable to reconcile with his moral choices. He stole his mom's car, assaulted a guy in a bathroom. Can't cope because he's cannot escape the cult. He simply cannot do it. He's just stuck. Worshipping at the altar of the New York Giants.
Didn't you get that point within 15 minutes of the movie, though? You needed the rest of it to understand that. There's no arc to his character. There's no arc to what he does. It's just, that from the beginning. He's an obsessed fan. You could have said all of that. You thought for a second he might shoot somebody in a bathroom, and you were not totally out until he only shot him with a paintball gun. So for a while, you thought it was driving towards something. You thought maybe he's going to take this to extreme logic. Ultimately,
and instead, he didn't go far enough for you to be fully ingrained with the psychopath.
I've said enough. You're going to get more mad the more I criticize your favorite movie, so I'll just stop.
It's not my favorite movie. This is like a 4-star movie.
Oh my God.
Okay. That's fine. You can give it a 0.5 star. I get it. It's like the second there's a shitty protagonist, you're out. It's fine. You're done. Say this like every movie is like super original and you don't know where it's going to go. Like you can know where movies are going to go and they're still fun. But I think this is an interesting look into just a level of psychosis that I think a lot of people have. Level of devotion to an idea, an enterprise, a party. I don't know. That's what I like about it. And I think all the performances are really good. I mean, I don't know what you don't think Patton Oswalt's funny, fine. But I don't know what his performance was lacking. Like, you can say the writing, he should have had an arc. Okay, that's on the writer. What could he have done differently to better convey the character as written?
I don't know. But I just didn't care to follow his journey. I didn't care to see what he did. I just didn't care about him. I didn't care about his character, which I think is, it's a writing failure, but also the actor needs to give you something.
What could he have given you? See, I thought
be funny. Like this is ostensibly a comedy. Be a little funny.
Isn't. It's a drama movie. It's not a comedy. You think this?
Well,
you're
a
this movie
fucking
was a
comedian. He's a comedian. Like you could.
So
be
he
funny.
can't be. He can't. Okay. So comedians can't be in dramas?
No, they
This is a bizarre
certainly
take.
can. They absolutely can.
They have to try to make jokes out of every role.
No.
It's so bizarre. That's a bizarre
No.
take. I think he wanted to take a shot. It's probably part of why he did it. He wanted a chance to do a much more dramatic performance. I don't think he wanted to do something. I mean, he does stand up. I don't think he felt compelled to. I've got to turn this.
Do you
into
like
just a
Patton
bit.
Oswalt? Like, do you like his stand up?
Yeah, I think he's funny. He's not funny here really, but I don't think he's trying to be.
Okay.
And again, I didn't have to be like, I like this guy. I want to hang out with
Like,
him.
you'd queue up a Patton Oswalt live on Netflix and watch one of his.
I saw him do stand up in Des Moines a few months ago. So yes.
Like live? You went and saw him live?
Yes, I went to a place
Oh, really?
that does stand up comedy. Yes, I think he's funny.
Okay.
But he is kind of nerdy.
You're kind of a devoted fan of his. Did you paint your
Yes,
face and?
Yeah, and
what
I
if
followed
Patton
him
Oswalt
from
beat you
the-
up?
Yeah.
I mean,
If he beat me up, I'd have a lot of problems because I think he's older and less athletic than me.
wow.
So if I got my ass kicked by Patton Oswalt,
Patton
boy.
Oswalt, call in if you're hearing this. Ben's calling you out. He said he would slap you down if he came at you.
But yes, if he beat the ever living piss out of me or shot me or something, then yes, I would sue him. I wouldn't say, oh no, I don't want to ruin his stand-up career by suing him. That would be really bad. I wouldn't be much of a fan. I'm not psychotically devoted. I think he's funny.
Like, if there was a couple scenes where he just went off the rails, like really went for it, I'd have been like, okay, that's interesting. Like with the fucking soy sauce packets, if he had just like started throwing them and just like losing his mind, because he's about to go do something crazy, chase this guy down and shoot him with the paintball gun, like that would have been interesting. Like really go for it.
You didn't think him being mean to his mom was interesting?
Just being a little shit, wasn't
Okay.
interesting at all. It actually made me like him even less.
Well, sure, it made me like him less too. I wasn't like, this is a cool guy. I love how mean he's being to his mom. Man, need to make it to Staten Island and hang out with him. Sounds like a great time.
Like he didn't even explore his dad had obviously left, right? Did we learn that, or they didn't really talk about his dad? That would have been an interesting thing. Like, what happened with your dad, dude? I don't know.
I didn't need a dad backstory.
His dad was
give me
Tom
something.
Coughlin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He's the long lost Manning brother, and just.
Like
that
a
would have been
twin-
so 09 would have been Manning, Eli. What year did they go to the Super Bowl?
2011 or 12 was when they beat the
Patriots?
perfect Patriots. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So Eli Manning was the quarterback then. Yeah. You get some classic names. You got like Ahmad Bradshaw, and there were some other ones that were of the era that got thrown in.
Strahan would have been big in that era.
McNabb,
Right?
He wears the McNabb jersey.
This is a McNabb jersey, yeah. So what was the Giants' record in? So this is the 09 season, you think?
I think it was probably shot earlier than that. It was probably shot in 08, but
2008. Let's see what their record was that year. They were looking to defend their Super Bowl title, so they won it in 07.
There we go. 07 and like 012. Right. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. 20. Okay. You're right. There we go.
They went 12-4. So that was like the height of the Giants. Like this was like as good as they were.
Yeah.
Basically in our lifetimes.
That was the helmet catch, right? That was the 2007 Super Bowl. Or was that 12? I got to mix up because they had the two. 2007 was the perfect Patriots who lost. And there's one of the Super Bowls, a guy caught the ball on his helmet. I think it was Mario Manningham.
Yeah, I think that was 07. Yeah, 07. Jason Tyree. Yeah. Led the NFL in rushing. That's Brandon Jacobs. That's right. Ahmad Bradshaw, the Earth, Wind, and Fire. They had that was a good team.
Yeah.
Quantrell Bishop.
Yeah. Yep, getting suspended.
Well, at least before he got suspended. Yeah, he struggled a lot after that. Never really got back on his feet.
Strahan retired that season. So he didn't play.
Okay.
Okay.
That was like almost 20 years ago, at least the first run.
It's crazy.
Jesus. Half
Super
star from
great.
Eric. Kevin, you're the one who has. Where are you at with this?
Yeah, you're right. I'm lukewarm. It's a mid movie for me. 3 stars. You read me.
Okay, here's how
But
it's gonna play
honestly,
out.
what's your review of the movie? You know,
Mine feel like
your-
4 out of 5.
Kevin's. We've heard enough of what you think, Pat.
Well, I think Patton Oswalt is naturally a likable guy, so I like him just on his own. But
Wait,
in
you
this
like
movie,
losers? Why do you like guys that suck, man?
Patton Oswalt's a nice guy for a famous person.
He
from what
seems
I
like a
can tell.
nice guy. Yes, I agree with that. Everything you're saying, I agree with.
But in this movie, he does play a dumbass, and I think he plays it to a nice effect, to where at the end of the movie, he's still like so upbeat about the Giants, even though he's in prison. He's like, when I get out, you'd be able to watch the season, and he's like,
Yeah, they're not going to lose to the Patriots when they're listening on the radio, for sure.
Yeah.
No way.
So I just love his upbeat performance at the end. He's through thick and thin, he's still a Giants fan.
Prison in New York would destroy that guy. Like, literally.
I had that thought. I was like,
He would be mush.
he is not
What?
downtrodden enough. Like,
No.
he looks too
They should have him
perky.
come with like neck tattoos and like he's got some cigarettes and just he's like a super tough guy.
I mean, it would be a bolder choice to have him actually shoot the guy in the bathroom. I do think that would be a more interesting choice. He just takes it to an insane level. I agree with that.
That ambivalence was taken from me since I had somehow seen the actual ending of this movie where he shot Rappaport with the paintball guns. I think that would have been an interesting choice, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll make the movie better, though. I don't see me giving it a higher rating because he shoots somebody.
No, you're right. In that way, it makes it much darker movie. I just think it would have been a more interesting ending.
No, I think it would have. And even then, the cops got there really fast. He shoots the paintballs in the bathroom, and they hold the gun, and he runs out, and he's just like sprinting down random Philadelphia alleyways. No, he can't possibly know where he's going. And the cops are like right there. I was like, okay, that was really fast response time from the Philly's finest, I have to say.
And what's the crime? Like assault?
Yeah.
Just assault?
Straight up assault battery.
Yeah.
Would you get jail time for that? The paintball gun? That'd be a time served. He's got no record. He wouldn't actually go to jail.
You don't think so?
No. He'd do like community service and stuff. Especially after knowing like he had just gotten beat up. He's part of this huge story with the football player. Like, I bet he wouldn't have done any time.
Really?
It was
quite premeditated.
He needed a better lawyer.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he did.
But he never intended to actually hurt him because he's a weaselly little man baby.
But does that matter? If you pretend to have a gun and like somebody thinks you might shoot them, and then you shoot them with paintballs, I mean, I don't know if your intent to not harm them is relevant there.
Yeah, but then does Mike Rappaport sue Patton Oswalt for
for $12?
Well, he could get his mom's money. He's.
You think his mom isn't particularly loaded?
I don't know. How does his mom doesn't work? She must have some big.
No, she does work. She's complaining about how she needs to wake up early.
Well, that was a medical appointment.
Shit.
I think she's retired.
Oh, okay.
We see her sitting on her couch, kind of watching TV.
No, she's retired. She's like, I have to go to the doctor at 9. I have to get up at 7:30 is when she's getting pissed at him on the phone. So I think she's retired. I don't think. I mean, I don't know why it's her fault. He stole her car without her permission. I don't even know how she'd get her liable, but Yeah, maybe you can make her sell her house, I guess.
Well, maybe there's some insurance money there somewhere. I don't know.
What are the damages? Just like psychological stress and the welts from the paintballs?
Right. Yeah. Pain and suffering. You can get $100,000 maybe from him. That would have been it. If he hires his brother to file a personal injury lawsuit against him. That would have been interesting.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend this movie to everybody.
Oh no, for sure.
Someone who's
I wouldn't recommend it to Eric Lane for sure. He'd hate it.
Yeah. But
obsessed football fans, if you're like trying to say something like, "Hey, I think you're a little too obsessed with football. Maybe you should watch this movie."
No, it'd be funny for an obsessed football fan, because I think most obsessed football fans are at least a little attached to reality.
Do you guys consider yourselves obsessed football fans?
I do.
No.
I do.
Well, what's your definition of obsessed? Since you're going to have the strictest definition, what's your definition? Yeah. Not about yourself. What's your definition of an obsessed football fan?
Someone who thinks about football constantly and is, reading articles and talks about football all the time.
Is there a limit? Like if I look at one article, am I therefore obsessed, or do I have to look at three articles a day?
Two articles a day. Anything over two, you're obsessed.
That seems like a lot.
Like
I think I'm obsessed
about it?
Because I have to watch every single fucking game.
Yeah.
That my team plays.
See, you use the my, your team. They're your team.
They're my team.
Do you use the weave? Like we won?
Like Viking game. You're talking Viking games or just NFL? You have to watch every
Viking
NFL game.
Games.
Just Viking games. So you have
He's
to
a
watch
Viking fan.
Yeah,
I know that.
I do like watching the Packers lose, though.
Psychotic.
You're definitely a bigger Hawkeye fan than a Seahawks fan, right?
Oh, for sure, of course. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's.
So do you do you make plans around when the Hawkeyes play, like that kind of thing, where it's like, oh, we can't do that because it's game time there.
Some games. Last week they played Albany, and I missed most of the first half because we had plans to go to a swimming party, and we did that. So I didn't see the first half of that game. But
did you have it on your phone?
I looked at the score a couple of times. Is that obsessed that I knew what was going on?
I think that's.
I had to just ignore it completely. Mm-hmm. But I am going to make a point to watch the Iowa State game on Saturday. That's a big game.
Yeah, big game.
It's fun. I see like 3 to 4 Seahawks games at most a year because they're just not on TV. And I don't have NFL Sunday ticket, so I might watch them more often. But
you can't go to a pub in Des Moines and Des Moines.
I could. That's a lot of marriage chips to just go watch football at like a Buffalo Wild Wings or wherever. Not worth it. I don't care that much, but I am aware when the games are going on and keep an eye on the score. But again, maybe that's psychotic, and I shouldn't. I should just be like, whatever happens, man. Decaf.
Well, see, that's an interesting thing because I'm the opposite of him. If I look at the schedule, I'm like, 4 wins at most.
Well, that's a different kind of hope. Yeah. Well, that's a different thing. It's you're protecting yourself from being disappointed.
I guess we're not making the playoffs this year.
Nice cocoon to protect your psychology. I get it. Some fans go that route, but you'll make a point to watch the Packers Vikings games, right? You're going to definitely watch those. Some games.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'm definitely less of a Vikings fan as the years have gone by.
Oh,
if I'm being honest.
So they've hurt you too much. You care more about the Timberwolves?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Yeah, just
living life.
Yeah. I think it's because they've been so up and down, year to year. Some years they're pretty good. Some years they're not very good, or they're just mid tier. 8-win team. It's just, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a time where I was very into the Vikings. The Favre era was a lot of fun.
Sure. And yeah,
The Christian Ponder era, who can forget that? What an awesome time that was.
I did. Culpepper, Dante, roll.
sure. And the late '90s Vikings were fun, but
Minneapolis
you get older,
Miracle
you have
was a
less
good time.
time for
Maybe
this
that was the height of like, oh man, is it gonna get more fun than that?
and probably not when it's Moss and Chris Carter. These guys are really fun to watch. But yeah, you get older, you get more responsibilities. You can't just fret about the game. Like, I'm gonna watch the game on Saturday, and kids are gonna be coming up to me the whole time. I'm not gonna be like, "Don't talk to me." That's not gonna happen.
Do you call into the Cyclone stations?
I have never called into anything ever. I do watch.
I did it one time. One of my buddies, he interned at the Fan, and so I called in once, and because he was like taking the phone lines, and,
Oh,
and
wow.
he put me on once. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What
Who'd
did you
talk
say?
to?
What was this about?
I can't
Yeah.
remember. It was just like,
I knew you were
yeah,
a
I think it was
fucking lunatic.
It was a Gopher game. It was the Gopher Talk. I don't think it was the Vikings one. And I was probably just like railing on the team for how bad they were or something.
Oh man.
This would have been Glenn Mason time frame.
Oh, okay. We just blew a 20-point
blew a big lead or
to-
something like that. Yeah.
So yeah, like I think like a Gopher or Vikings version of this movie would be just a guy, just no matter how good the Vikings are doing, is just like they suck, and he obsessively like looks out of the side of his eye. And he's like, no man, they're really good. Whatever.
Or a Jets fan, right? What would a Jets obsessed fan be like? Because they've been just nothing but bad forever, you know?
Yeah. Sure.
Most of those people are probably more depressing than Patton Oswalt was.
Well, yeah, it's tough to live vicariously when your team sucks, but that can be part of the culture too.
Did you guys ever watch Buffalo 66?
No.
The Hunter S. Thompson movie?
No.
Oh, what's that?
That's where the Buffaloes roam, I think.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay.
No, this is about a Buffalo obsessed fan.
Okay.
They've had some heartbreaks.
Yeah.
They rival. I mean, losing 4 Super Bowls is pretty epic level of utility.
4 straight.
Yeah.
That's awful.
I think that might be a better football movie, come to think of it.
Okay.
I've never seen it. Is that am I thinking of Johnny Depp, or I don't know why I keep who's in that movie?
I forget his name. He's a real asshole though.
Okay.
But Christina Ricci's in it.
Okay. I don't think I've ever even heard of it. Well, Eric,
there
why don't you set us straight?
there was the baseball movie, The Fan, with De Niro, where he was like obsessed, and then he like kidnaps. Isn't that Wesley Snipes?
Wesley Snipes, yeah.
Yeah. Because he's such an obsessed fan of his. That's more like he was like obsessed with the player, not the team. But
Buffalo 66 was done by Vincent Gallo, directed and written and starring.
I don't think I know who that is.
Okay.
All right.
Well, Eric, you gonna course correct us here?
Yes, a little bit.
A real cool guy this time we're gonna watch. Real winner.
Joe Cool. All right, so this movie that we're gonna watch, it's from 2022, but it was released in the United States in April of 23. And it's a historical action thriller film.
Sounds pretty cool.
It was not a big hit. Cost $6 million, made 14, but in the U.S., I think it only made like $7 million or something like that. So pretty small grossing, but it has a 94% Rotten Tomatoes score, and they're actually making a sequel, which I just learned today, of this movie that comes out in November of this year. So a little synergy there. I didn't know they were making a sequel. I had just been wanting to watch this movie. No guesses?
I'm clueless. I'm trying to think what came out early 2023.
It is a Finnish movie, and it takes place during World War II in 1944. And it's set during the battle between Finland and Nazi Germany at the end of World War II.
And I've got no clue.
No clue?
I'm flummoxed. Yeah, I got nothing.
It was called, New York Times film critic said it was a mixture of the most joy-buzzing elements of John Wick and Inglourious Bastards.
Sounds like
fun.
a hell of a good movie.
But I don't know.
Right. I don't think you guys. I remember seeing there were a lot of trailers for it. Like they advertised it. I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool. Just never went and saw it. And then when it came out, I've just like always had put it on the back burner. But now I'm gonna watch it. So we're gonna watch it. The movie's called Sisu.
Oh, okay.
It's basically like this guy gets fucked over by Nazis and hunts him down and kills him. It's just like him just like killing Nazis basically. For
How do you spell that? It's just like SEESU?
SISU.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. I did
this.
see advertisements for that movie. I had no idea what it was about though.
Yeah. It was like around the time where the Nobody movie came out with Better Call Saul guy.
Yeah.
So it was like in that kind of vein of like
Bob
just like
Odenkirk.
action, violent action movies, revenge action movies.
I just saw Nobody 2 this past weekend.
Okay. Yeah.
Pretty good.
So
Do you see Nobody 1?
Yeah, I saw Nobody.
What do you think?
I liked it.
It
was a good John Wick knockoff.
Yeah, and that's I think what this basically is. But where he's killing Nazis, and then it's supposed to be good action. And yeah.
Sounds good.
Sisu 2 is coming out. It sounds
Sisu 2. It's got a hyphen.
Electric Boogaloo.
Road to Revenge. Sisu 2.
Okay.
But we're
so
watching
doesn't he
the
get
first
revenge
one.
in the first one? It sounds like he
I don't
hunts
know.
down all
We
the
haven't
Nazis.
seen it.
He
I
needs
haven't seen it.
more revenge. He goes for their families.
It's on Prime, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I think it is on Prime. It was on Peacock for a while, but I think it's on Prime now.
Prime. All right.
Okay then. All right.
We'll watch some football. Paint your face.
Goal, motherfuckers. Take down the Bears. Ski-U-Ma, take down Northwest State. Some chumps are going to lose to some Minnesota teams this weekend.
And Kevin, what was the line you said when we first jumped on?
It's going to be a great year.
There it is. Thanks for listening.